Hey guys, welcome back to another video. The world was excited when Elon Musk announced he was buying Twitter for $45 billion. Musk tweeted a post saying that free speech was essential to a functioning democracy, and he asked his followers whether Twitter adhered to this principle. The world, as usual, wanted some new drama, and an overwhelming majority voted that they felt that Twitter did not adhere to the principle of free speech. Thereafter, Musk was close to buying Twitter and making it his next big acquisition. However, a week later, it turns out that Musk isn't going to buy Twitter. So what prompted Musk to cancel the deal and put it on hold? Stay tuned and watch. Now, there's one important thing that you need to note and keep in mind before we move ahead and talk about the canceled Twitter deal. Musk has not canceled the Twitter deal entirely. The deal is merely put on hold for the time being. A couple of weeks ago, Musk sent Twitter shares tumbling when he said he was going to put his $44 billion acquisition of the social network on hold while he researches the proportion of fake and spam accounts on the platform. Though Musk later clarified that he remains committed to the deal, he continued to hammer on the issue of fake accounts. He wrote on Twitter that his team would do their own analysis and expressed doubt about the accuracy of numbers. Twitter has reported in its most recent financial filings. Its first quarter earnings report this year, Twitter acknowledged there are a number of false or spam accounts on its platform. Alongside legitimate monetizable daily active usage or users, the company reported, "We have performed an internal review of a sample of accounts and estimate that the average of false or spam accounts during the first quarter of 2022 represented fewer than 5% of our MDAU during the quarter." Twitter also admitted to overstating user numbers by 1.4 million to 1.9 million users over the past 3 years. The company wrote in March of 2019, "We launched a feature that allowed people to link multiple separate accounts together in order to conveniently switch between accounts." Twitter disclosed an error was made at the time, such that actions taken via the primary account resulted in all linked accounts being counted as MDAU. While Musk may be justifiably curious, experts in social media disinformation and statistical analysis say that his suggested approach to further analysis is woefully deficient. Here's what the SpaceX and Tesla CEO said he would do to determine how many spam, fake, and duplicate accounts exist on Twitter. "To find out, my team will do a random sample of 100 followers of @Twitter. I invite others to repeat the same process and see what they discover." He clarified his methodology in subsequent tweets, adding, "Pick any account with a lot of followers and ignore first 1,000 followers, then pick every 10th. I'm open to better ideas." Musk also said, without providing evidence, that he picked 100 as the sample size number for his study because that's the number Twitter uses to calculate the numbers in their earnings reports. "Any sensible random sampling process is fine. If many people independently get similar results for percent of fake or spam duplicate accounts, that will be telling. I picked 100 as the sample size number because that is what Twitter uses to calculate less than 5% fake, spam, duplicate." Twitter declined to comment when asked if his description of its methodology was accurate. Facebook co-founder Dustin Moskovitz weighed in on the issue via his own Twitter account, pointing out that Musk's approach is not actually random, uses a too small sample, and leaves room for massive errors. He wrote, "Also, I feel like doesn't trust the Twitter team to help pull the samples is its own kind of red flag." Other people have also called Musk's point of fake Twitter accounts baseless. Bot Sentinel founder and CEO Christopher Bosey said in an interview with CNBC that analysis by his company indicates that 10% to 15% of accounts on Twitter are likely inauthentic, including fake spammers, scammers, nefarious bots, duplicates, and single-purpose hate accounts, which typically target and harass individuals along with others who spread disinformation on purpose. Bot Sentinel, which is primarily supported through crowdfunding, independently analyzes and identifies inauthentic activity on Twitter using a mix of machine learning software and teams of human reviewers. The company monitors more than 2.5 million Twitter accounts today, primarily English language users. "I think Twitter is not realistically classifying false and spam accounts," Boozy said. He also warns that the number of inauthentic accounts can appear higher or lower in different corners of Twitter depending on topics being discussed. For example, more inauthentic accounts tweet about politics, cryptocurrency, climate change and COVID than those discussing non-controversial topics like kittens and origami, but Sentinel has found. Now, we really think that the reason why Musk is avoiding signing the Twitter deal is because he wants a deal that's lower than the present $45 billion deal. Complaining about spam bots and fake accounts is just an excuse Musk wants to apply to force Twitter in lowering their price. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? Do share with us in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching.